everyone, that's Black here, and welcome to my game corner. Nice to see you all gathered here again to talk about some games. Let's take a look at what we have for today. Oh god, I forgot about this. Yeah, I'm sorry it took me so long to record this video. I was really busy and sick for past few weeks, so I couldn't even talk. But now, I'm fine, and I can work again. I hope you all waited for this because today we have to take a look at modern My Little Pony horror games. Last time we talked about the old ones that started the trend, so to say. So today we're talking about newer games. To be honest, I feel like I haven't looked at many interesting games in the previous part, but yeah, we'll get to them I hope. Anyways, let's begin our journey. Sadly, most of the games today are like Granny. To be honest, I don't really understand why, but it's still gonna be pretty interesting, I promise. First off, we have Pinkie Pie's Cupcake Party, created by 8blackie on Game Jolt around 6 whole years ago. Yeah, the first ever version of the game was made like really long ago. From that time, game was updated a lot, so we're going to look at the newest version today. Anyways, let's head on to the game itself. The story starts pretty simple. Pinkie Pie sends an invitation to Twilight to her cupcake party. She also mentions some kind of special surprise for the guests. Everything is fine at first. The whole main six is here having fun. They have such creepy smiles. Pinkie gives Twilight a cupcake, and after that, everything breaks. We wake up in the cellar, and the game finally begins. Here, I have to point out that there are 4 endings here. We're going to look at all of them in the end. The main gimmick of the game is moving from one room to another and finding different levers to open other rooms. Some of the cellars also contain your friends, who need to be rescued from Pinkamena. So it's basically cupcakes, but much simpler and more fun. To get out of the room we spawn in, we need to find a vent behind the boxes. I really like that in this game to move something you have to drag it manually. Reminds me of Amnesia, to be honest, though it's really tough to do so. And it works only on practically everything except for doors and levers. Actually, I should also point out that when we spawn, we are in a pitch black room. And, like, nobody told me that I should turn on the flashlight. The room is so dark you might even think that the game glitched. I reopened the game around 3 times at that point, thinking that something just bugged. I might be dumb, but, like, shouldn't the room be at least a bit brighter so the player could understand that they need to turn on the flashlight? Anyways, moving on. Now, for the next few hours, we will wander around looking for levers from cellars of our friends, keys, and, of course, other most important stuff. Most of the levers are hidden in the vents behind boxes, so we need to check every nook and cranny. To understand what kind of lever you just took, there is a cutie mark of your friend near the lever itself. Also, on many shelves around the map, you will see these candies. They restore your HP, which is helpful after derpy attack. What is a derpy attack, you may ask? Well, in some of the vents there will appear a ghost of Derpy that'll haunt you for some time. I suppose it's Derpy because the model looks like it, though it might be someone who was killed by Pinkie before. Though the voice of this pony sounds like it's Rainbow Dash screaming. But don't be afraid, Rainbows is alive. She's in her cellar, practically in the end of the whole game. By the way, looking at sound design. Oh, you will begin to hate this game after around 10 minutes because whatever you do, you will hear stupid crying on the background, and after some time you will also hear laughing from Pinkie herself. These cries are actually useful because they indicate the place of a pony that wasn't rescued yet, but Like, they're so annoying. I just can't. The huge problem of this game is that you most of the time have to move something aside, and as I said before, movement here is so slow and bad. Clunky even. Some of the vents and doors are closed behind the whole wall of boxes and barrels, and you have to move most of these things. So, when we get a lever from Pony's cell, we need to find the cell to open it. Sounds logical. And like, okay, we found a pony, open their cell. And why in the love of the demonic power are you still smiling like a goddamn maniac? Yeah, well, they're so creepy. I can't. Why? Though, it's still kind of funny looking, like, in the context of the whole place we're in. Well, so we wander around looking for levers, keys, sometimes closed doors to know what we've missed. And there are also some notes here and there. Funny that they were written by our mate 6. Although they got here a couple of hours ago, I suppose. But they already found a piece of paper and a pen to write their thoughts down. At one point, we find a dead body of Derpy with the key in her hooves. Then we need to take the key, and Derpy will hunt us down into the vents. These vents are made like a labyrinth. Well, some kind of a difference in the gameplay. Chase sequence is pretty small, but interesting nonetheless. While running away, we'll also have to open the gates that block the way out. Derpy actually dies afterwards, but she will be still able to damage you, so don't touch her. Stupid thing, by the way. We have a crap ton of knives lying around, and also Twilight's horn is not torn off, or like, there is nothing that is blocking her magic. She, and also Rarity, both don't use their magic to help them. I don't know why. Like, Twilight could just magically stop Pinkie or teleport her friends out of the cellars. But no, we need to find stupid keys and levers, or the game is not going to be that interesting, yeah. So, looking around in one of the rooms, we find Pinkie with a knife. She looks like she's crying. Nearby will be a note, which is kinda important, cause it looks like someone or something is telling Pinkie to do all of this stuff, which means that she has some kind of a dark side, so to say. Yeah, I've heard about this before. It is like comic diagnosis surprises coming in or what? Well, okay, well, one of my least favorite interpretations of Pinkie story. Well, if you were wondering. Anyways, there is also a key which we need to proceed, and of course, when we pick it up, Pinkie will stand up and haunt us. Now we're not alone here, and we also have 3 more ponies to rescue. Funny thing, Pinkie is just patrolling. When she sees you, she runs towards you until she loses your sight. And that means she doesn't hear us when we do something loud. First of all, Pinkie is not an insta-kill. She will just deal damage, and you can just heal back if you have candies lying around. Also, Pinkie is dumb. Like, she can't damage you when you are on boxes or something like that, so you can just jump around her. Sometimes she also stucks in doorways. Oh, and she's slower than you are, so yeah, you get it. Moving on, we get onto the next floor of the basement. And remember I told you about notes? Check this out. Yeah, Rarity doesn't talk about her death. She is scared because of how old the cellar looks. God damn it, Rarity, are you serious? A sunbath? Like, right now? You might be chopped into pieces any moment. Why the hell are you talking about this? There is also a cellar up front, which has a box which is closed with a code. To find the code, we'll have to look everywhere again. One of the numbers is even on the back of a skull. How the hell would I know that? There is a better one. One on the downside of a goddamn cupcake. Okay, I know that there is a note in the cellar with a box, and things needed are written there, but still, it's better to find numbers before opening the cellar, because before you do so, you need to let Pinkie in. And with her up on our tail, that would be near impossible to beat the game. While we search, we can find another note which was written by Rainbow Dash. And she's the only one that actually tries to do something. She is like trying to find the exit. Finally, some pony smart. Have I already told you that I'm a Rainbow Dash fan? Well, now you know. Now there is another number on the backside of the lollipop. The last number is on the backside of the milk can. By the way, there is another note from Rarity in the room with milk cans, and apparently she was trying to get out. Still, I don't like her that much. Okay, next. Well, you know the drill. Moving around, flipping levers, fighting friends, etc, etc. There will be another vent maze too, and sorry, you might get motion sickness from this, cause, like, I totally did. It feels so bad you can't even imagine. Okay, now when all the numbers and rescued all of our friends, we need to place in the code, manually switching between numbers. And I swear to the devil in hell, you won't be able to do this without glitching Pinkie into a wall or something. She deals a lot of damage, and she, in this section, is so fast. She can also get in the same cellar and just kill you. This is just brutal. From the box, by the way, we get an exit key. And it's time to finally escape. Twilight opens the door and ends up in a long corridor. And in the end, there will be Pinkie in the cellar crying, and near a place for the lever. Going to the exit room, we'll get a choice. Either we save Pinkie or just run away. And now, there are endings. There are 4 endings in this game in total. The real world ending. Save everyone and forgive Pinkie, letting her out of the cell. We end up in Sugar Cube Corner, where everything is happy and bright. All of our friends are here too. When we come to Pinkie, she offers us a cupcake, and everything ends well. This is the best ending of the game which you can get. Next up is Hanging Ending. Requires you to save no pony and alone. The end corridor will change a little. There will be writings on the walls with cries from other ponies who were abandoned by Twilight. The end screen will show Twilight who hanged herself. Maybe it's because of loneliness, who knows. The third ending is Cupcake Ending. You have to save some ponies, but not all of them. The corridor will lead to a room with a table. There will be some cupcakes on it and a note. In the note, Pinkie is laughing that Twilight couldn't save all of her friends and left some of them struggle. You turn around and Pinkie kills you, which means you're getting turned into a cupcake. The last ending is Abandoned Ending. You have to save everyone and then escape with them, leaving Pinkie in the cellar. The best ending, as I already said, is obviously the real world ending. Just because there you save everyone. I would say that this game is, well, it's better than the games we saw in the previous part of this video, though the game is clunky and has many different bugs. It's okay, maybe. Also, I forgot to tell you that there are 2 rooms on top of the stairs in the starting room, in Sugar Cube Corner I mean. There are many supporters of the game, which is actually pretty cool. Also, there is an 8-ball, which is an Easter egg on the developer of the game. Now, next games can be also played on the phone, so... yeah, you know I already love where this is going. Yeah, no I don't. Welcome to Popsicorn's House of Oddities. This is like Granny. Yeah, welcome to the party, kids. This is all you need to know about this game actually. You spawn in the cellar of Popsicorn's house. Popsicorn can hear everything. You know the drill. If you want, you can also watch my video about Granny Chapter 1. Please do, I really was working hard on that one and people are not watching it. The game itself is fine, I guess. There is not much to tell about it, it's just your regular Granny parody game. Nothing too special. Though sometimes Popsicorn can glitch. She also doesn't make any sounds, which makes it harder to understand where the hell she is. Rarely she will make some hoarse noises when she loses you, and also her footsteps can be heard, but they don't help, like, at all. Also, music here is pretty nice. Yeah, I really like this OST, What Will You Do to Me? And that's practically all I can say. Yeah, like, I'm not even joking. I have nothing to say about this game. It's not scary, it's mostly just broken. Clunky controls as usual, the same gimmick as Granny-like games, and all things like that. Yeah, but that's not all we have about Popsicorn, in case if you were wondering, of course. There is another game about her called Popsicorn's Friendship Bazaar. Sadly, there is only one chapter of this game, and I guess the developer just dropped making it, which is actually sad to be honest. Anyways, let's begin. We begin as some pony who found themselves in Popsicorn's Bazaar. We don't know who we are, nor how we got here. As Popsicorn says, here we can buy and sell rare items. But she can't buy anything because she doesn't have money, and also she has no items to sell. Yeah, amazing, my dear. And right after that sentence, she says that if we want to stay, we need to buy something from her. Popsy, dear, you just said you don't have anything to sell to me. What should I actually buy? You? Calm down, Black, it's just a game. Okay, well, coming back. We need to head outside. First of all, we have a stamina bar, which means that we will not be able to run at some point. This is a neat mechanic which is commonly used to make the game harder and make the player to learn to be careful rather than run all around without pauses. The main thing I'm going to talk about here are diary entries, which will tell us about Popsy as a character, so we get to know her better. First of all, it seems that Popsy got here because she's a wanderer. She sets up in this place, waiting to find new friends. In the entry, we can see that some Pegasus destroyed her wall, so she had to fix it with a wire. She also talks about someone who should arrive. Anyways, we need to open east gates to take things from the other side. There is another note nearby. Popsy found friends and she seems to like this place. It seems like she isn't crazy, like, at all. She looks like a regular wanderer which just found its place to feel at home. We open the wire on the other side and explore the new territory. The next diary begins to set up creepy mood of the game. Turns out this bazaar is haunted by some kind of ghosts. Also, the previous owner vanished. We take the key and proceed forward to open previously closed gates. There will be a chest behind this gate. Clicking on the chest makes you teleport to a new location. There are coins we need to collect now. Taking a coin will result immediate change of mood. We are running around in the dark forest now, collecting coins. There is a whole-on demon chasing us down while we do so. Actually, while we run around, I want to say that music here is like really cool. I like everything about it. It works perfectly for the tension in my opinion. Anyways, there is another diary here. Apparently Popsy performed some kind of a ritual with friendship elements. And I suppose she's the one who made all this happen. Maybe she did something with ghosts, or maybe the ritual itself was done, well, wrong. but out of this text, I think she wasn't trying to do something bad. Anyways, when we collect at least 50 coins, we can come out of this place. Getting back, we will get a small sound jump scare, and then teleported to some kind of mansion? This place looks fabulous, to be completely honest. I wish to live here. No, like for real, it's so cool. The last diary entry is here, and now the story is complete. Turns out the ritual was broken by some pony named Sunshine Glitter. The little pony was scared by Popsy, although there was nothing strange about it. So she started to throw rocks in her. Popsy tried to defend herself and accidentally killed Sunshine Glitter. Popsy seems to be scared of what she had done and also where she's going to hide the body. Maybe this was a starting point from which Popsicorn started to get evil. Popsy herself acts pretty normal, worries about us, and she's actually pretty cute now when I think about it. On the counter there are some candies, a knife, and some kind of a cupcake, or like whatever this is. Popsy gives us a key and sends upstairs. We take a hammer, skulls of ponies fall from the top, and a creepy pony appears. And this is how the game ends. Now we know the origins of Popsicorn. To be honest, it was pretty fun to get in such stories and origins of the characters for me. Though here we're talking about games. Anyways, I think you might like Popsicorn's Friendship Bazaar. It could be a nice and fun challenge. Hope you'll have fun with it in any case. The last game for today is Witchmare's Lair. This one is like Popsicorn's House of Oddities, but in a different environment. Basically, you are now hiding from a witchmare who is, well, Pinkamina, but with a different appearance. To be honest, there is more to say about this game than about Popsicorn's one. Why? Well, first of all, I have a huge complaint. Witchmare's laughter. It's the worst thing that you will ever hear. Like, you hear it for the whole game, and it's brutal. It sounds really repetitive. Yeah, maybe it shows the location of the enemy, but it's much more annoying than you could ever think. Second, there are not many hiding spots. Mostly, you'll just abuse the vents cause Witchmare is too tall to get in there. The game is not straightforward at all, to be honest. Some of the things are hard to understand, though maybe I'm a little dumb. Anyways, the whole basement location is average at best. It's pretty repetitive. Every room looks like the other. Corridors are pretty tight too. The good thing is that I haven't seen enemies stuck in doorways or having troubles navigating the area. Sometimes she can stop at one place, but she sees the player much better than Popsicorn in her game. When you escape, you don't even get a cutscene. You'll just get the end screen with a crying witchmare. Nah, if you really want, you can try the game by yourself, cause it's available on the phone devices. In any case, I have nothing more to say about this game. Yeah, I'm sorry that I can't tell a lot about this kind of games, but you know the drill. There is nothing that special in this game. Better play Granny instead, for real. So, we reached the end of this video. And it was a very wild ride. To be honest, I think that horror My Little Pony games are average, but they're still a part of a long story of the community. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching this video. And also, Happy New Year, every pony! I know this video is a bit too late, maybe, but I still wanted to congratulate you. Thank you all, no matter if you know me as an artist or as a YouTuber, if you like my videos or just watch them, I'm happy to have you all. This year was fantastic in all of its ways. Don't forget to like, write a comment and subscribe if you liked the video. Have a nice one, my friends!